So as a producer, it's not just about finding a great actress to cast in your movie. It's about finding the right great actress. When Pharrell and I, along with Forrest Whitaker and Nina Yang Bon Jovi, decided to partner together to do a biopic on legendary rapper Roxanne Shante, we knew we wanted an unknown for our lead, someone who could disappear into the role. She needed to be extremely skilled. This character was going to be a roller coaster of emotions. And of course, she had to be super convincing as an MC. It quickly became apparent this was not an easy ask. There we were, 2 weeks away from principal photography, sifting through hundreds of audition tapes, and we still didn't have our Roxanne Shante. Luckily, we already had the iconic Nia Long cast in our film, so that definitely soothed my nerves. But then literally days before our shoot, our casting director, Jessica Daniels, sends us Shantae's audition. I couldn't believe what I was watching. She was perfection, natural talent, impeccable timing, and I 1000% believe she was from Queensbridge, even though she's from Detroit. Then I saw her name on the clip. Wait, her name is Shante? This had to be a sign. Everything happened so quickly, we didn't have time to panic about casting a girl who had never done a movie. We were her first movie audition. She had literally just graduated from Carnegie Mellon's theater program. I'm thinking, there's no reason to worry about whether or not she'll be okay in front of the camera, right? Right? But then Mahershala Ali calls me after their first rehearsal together. He tells me he's so impressed that she's got something really special. I breathed a sigh of relief, but on the first day of shooting, I discovered I did have a reason to panic. We realized her first scene, the first scene on the schedule, is one where Shante has to rap. I'm like, wow, okay, so we're just like throwing her right into the fire. Then I found out that she didn't get her braces mouthpiece until like an hour before the shoot. She barely had time to practice, let alone rap. But then, with the energy of what I imagine it must feel like to be in the presence of a unicorn, she glides onto set. I stare at the monitor and wait for action. Did we make the right choice, or is this a very expensive mistake? Now, of course, y'all know we did not make a mistake. It turned out to be the best decision ever. Roxanne got into Sundance. She won the Breakthrough Performance Award at the festival, and it was so obvious that she was a bona fide star. However, y'all know how difficult Hollywood often is when it comes to us. It's still so hard to get our projects greenlit, and there's not enough juicy roles for young Black girls. That's why our community is so vital for a young actress. I wanted the first event she ever attended to be the Essence Black Women in Hollywood. Shante needed to feel the love that lights up this room. So in 2017, I called Corey Murray and I begged for a +1. I told her, I promise you, Shante is going to be one of our greats, and I guarantee you'll be honoring her in the future. Well, 5 years later, that day is here. Shante, my baby girl, you are pure sunshine, a beautiful human being with a diamond-encrusted heart of gold. Today, your community celebrates you. Let's see the tape.
Chante Adams is from Detroit, and there's a very vibrant arts scene in Detroit.
You know, Shante studied at Cass Tech under Marilyn McCormick. She is a legend in Detroit. Her mother did a lot of theater, her father did a lot of theater. So knowing that your family supports you in wanting to be an artist, that's a rare thing in this world. I was auditioning for the role of Dussie Mae in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom by August Wilson, the play I was directing. And I was having a pretty hard day, then Chante Adams walked in. And my whole day changed right then. I saw somebody who was not only talented and had tremendous presence, but was eager to learn more. And my casting director said, she has no theater credits. I said, she's getting ready to get one now. And the casting director says, well, that might be her only one because she'll be in Hollywood next year. And she didn't lie.
Chante Adams first came into my orbit in 2016 when we were searching for the perfect young woman to play Roxanne Shante. While we were casting, we were looking for a young woman who can act and who can rap. We searched the country for this young woman. And when Chante Adams came through, only 8 days before principal photography, we were blown away for the fact that she's a trained actor and she's an incredible rapper. There's so many favorite scenes in Roxanne with Chante Adams, but one of my personal favorite is when she performed That Fresh Crew, because it was so nostalgic. We replicated what happened during that time with Roxanne Shante and Biz Markie, every element of that nostalgia for many of us who were, who reminisce about that moment, felt like an exact duplication of what happened in history of hip hop. She won the Special Jury Prize for acting at Sundance 2017. This is her first role in a movie. So that sealed the deal for us going, this young woman's gonna go really, really, really far.
In the photograph, what a sensitive portrayal.
I remember watching the photograph and all I did was wanting to watch Chante Adams in her role. She just brings such authenticity to every role she takes on.
I met her when she was a student at Carnegie Mellon, as I would go there as a guest lecturer. She reminded me of this during our rehearsal period for Dominique Morisseau's The Skeleton Crew. There's much to admire about Chante's work. First of all, there's her commitment to it. She knows the role that the character plays, not only in the play, but in the scene. There's also the fact that she's a very reliable scene partner because she's always present, always present.
When Denzel Washington and I were casting A Journal for Jordan, Chante was towards the end of that day. I remember after she walked out of the room, I marked on my piece of paper, she's it. You're not aware of her acting, you're aware of her just being. And she just became Dana Kennedy in the room. She commanded authority, she commanded attention, she commanded love, she commanded focus. She just did it all in a quiet, commanding way.
Chante, congratulations on your very well-deserved Essence Black Women in Hollywood Award.
The future is bright. I'm excited about what it means. Congratulations. Love you.
You still have so much time to go to show the world what you can do. So proud. I feel like a proud mom.
I am so proud and so excited for you.
It's clear that you have a wonderful career ahead of you. But getting to know you off screen has shown me what a genuinely good and kind person you are. I'm very excited to see what comes next for you, what I'm sure will be an incredible journey.
It is my honor to present Chante Adams with the Ford Vanguard Award. Thank you. Whew. I'm a mess. Let's put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Okay. Thank you, God. 5 years ago, Roxanne had just premiered at Sundance, and I was set to take a few meetings in LA. It happened to be awards season, and Mimi Valdez, AKA my industry mom, and her best friend, Bevy Smith, my industry auntie, let me tag along with them to all the hottest events and take photos with all of my heroes and favorite celebs. I thought it was the best week of my life, but little did I know, my life was just getting started. Because that night, I got to hear Issa Rae, Asia Naomi King, Janelle Monáe, and Yara Shahidi speak candidly about their journeys, their work, their struggles, their fear, and their joy. I watched in awe as Black women from every generation embraced each other physically and spiritually. Every 5 seconds, you would hear a "yes, sis," or a "I love your hair." But my favorites were the "how have you been?" because you rarely heard a fake answer. And every answer I heard was not "I'm great." Sometimes it was "I'm tired," or "I've had better days." But the point was, I entered a space that Black women felt safe enough to exhale into.
Essence Black Women in Hollywood is a safe house, a family reunion, a support group, and a fashion show, all wrapped into one. And I am so happy that I got to experience something so meaningful at the beginning of my career. Now, since that moment, quite a lot has happened, and said career, thanks to God, has blossomed. The more I blossom and expand through this industry, the more I realize that a flower does not grow on its own. And it's important to note that I may be the flower that people admire, but I am not the gardener. That's God. And if I am the flower, my parents are the soil. My foundation and my roots, for if for any reason a storm comes and ruins what's above ground, I know for a fact that my roots are so strong and so supported, I'll have no problem growing again. To my community of Black women, to the women who constantly pour into me, if I am the flower, you all are the water. I feel so incredibly blessed that my real family and my chosen family is filled with Black women who lead with love, who will read with you, pray with you, cry with you, and tell you in a hot second not to wear those shoes outside because they are not as cute as you thought they were. I need that, and I have that. And now, before I brag on this one, I just want y'all to know how much I love saying these words. My agent is a Black woman. Okay? Yasmin Pearl, I will follow you and Joanne anywhere, but you already know that. I am nothing without my loved ones in the physical realm as well as the ancestral. This month makes 10 years since I lost one of my best friends, my grandmother. I know if she was here physically, she would be sitting at my table, beaming with pride and whispering to one of my nieces about how I don't have on stockings under my dress. But I know she is with me in every other possible way. For if I am the flower, Daisy and Shirley, my grandmothers, are the sun, constantly shining their light and love on me from heaven, guiding me through every dark moment and reminding me through the warmth of the sun that I am never alone. One of the many gems Denzel instilled in me was that man gives the award, but God gives the reward. And though I am grateful for this beautiful award that I hope my parents let me keep in my home, the reward is that 5 years from my first Essence Black Women in Hollywood, I get to stand on this stage in front of women who have come before me, who have served as my inspiration, who have fought for us to have a place in this industry, and tell you thank you. So many of you have impacted my journey as a woman and as an artist just by being yourselves and providing the representation that this Black girl needed. I do what I do to honor those who have come before me and to continue to carve the path for those after me. But I can't do either of those things right if I don't cheer on and support the women who are doing it right alongside me. So to all of you, my fellow rising stars, I see you. I'm with you, and as we navigate our way through this industry, may we always remember that we are stronger together. And to the other honorees, Ingenue, the authenticity and care you bring to every role that you do is so inspiring. You have been one of my greatest teachers when it comes to bringing real women to life on screen. You work. And you do it with so much grace, and I'm putting it out into the universe that I get to share the screen with you one day because I cannot wait to learn from you up close. Quinta, girl, I see you got your family here, so I'm not gonna say I'm the president of your fan club, but I'm at least the treasurer. Watching your career evolve over the past couple of years has been such a joy. You are so incredibly talented and beautiful. And as we grow through this industry together, please know that you always have a supporter and a sister in me. Nia, you are the first person to embrace me in this industry. On the first day we met, a few days before we started filming Roxanne, she came up to me and said, "Oh my God, you look like me." I'm gonna pause right there because I don't know if any of you ever had Nia Long tell you you look like her. But my confidence went to 1,000. Insecurities, what are those? Never heard of them. She then gave me the biggest hug and asked me, are you ready? I said, I don't know, maybe. And then she goes, well, it's okay because I'll be right there with you. And you were. From that day, you took me under your wing. You came to set on your days off to help me. You spoke up for me when I was scared, and I needed that because I was so green, but you were gold. So here I am today, a flower blooming in all its glory, and I feel so abundantly blessed that you want to honor me and my work, but when you do, please remember all of the labor, love, and elements that came together to nurture and grow this flower, and admire them as well. Thank you, Essence. Thank you, family. Thank you, friends. Thank you, God. Thank you.